I am Flash Isaac, and you are welcome to my comments class. Today, I shall be taking you through the factors affecting or encouraging the growth of commerce in West Africa. In the olden days, people engaged in subsistence farming, which means they produce goods which is just okay for them or their family. They tried to be self-sufficient. After a while, they realized that what they produce or their goods or their products is not just sufficient for them. They needed to test something else. It is just like eating rice every time, every time, every time. It obeys the law of diminishing return, which states that the more of something you consume, the less the satisfaction you derive. They therefore devised a means to outsource goods. They started exchanging goods for goods. Let me give you yam, you give me oil. That was referred to as trade by barter. Trade by barter encountered a lot of challenges, like double coincidence of ones. They therefore needed to develop something which can be used in exchange for goods. After a while, money came in, and the olden days means of transportation was camel, trekking, and so on. Fast forward to today, commerce has really developed. We are not where we wish to be yet, but we are no longer where we used to be when it comes to commercial activities in West Africa. Now, what are those factors that are encouraging the growth of commerce or that encourages the growth of commerce in West Africa? And what are the factors we are still battling with, the challenges we still have regards the growth of commerce? Before we look at that, let's understand commerce once again. Commerce is simply buying, selling, exchange of goods and services and other activities that influence buying and selling. Suffice it to say that commerce is buying and selling of goods or rendering of services and other activities that help to promote buying and selling. This is why commerce is divided into trade and aids to trade. While trade is the actual buying and selling of goods, aids to trade are those activities that help promote buying and selling or that help promote exchange. For example, banking, advertising, insurance, communication, transportation, tourism. These are aids to trade. They are not really buying and selling, but they help to facilitate buying and selling. Transportation. When you produce goods or to render services, you need to get to your audience. So you therefore need efficient means of transportation to reach them. So it helps to boost trade. Banking. Banks provide finance for commerce. While the actual buying and selling itself can be home trade or foreign trade, domestic trade or international trading. In domestic trading, you deal with wholesale and retailing. But for international trade, trade between different countries, you import, you export, or there's another one called entry port. Looking at this commerce or the scope of commerce, what are the activities or what has encouraged the growth of commerce so far? So this is divided into factors encouraging the growth of commerce in West Africa, which means factors favoring growth of commerce, and factors affecting the growth of commerce in West Africa. So affecting here will mean impact negatively or things that still need to be improved on. Even these ones that are growing, some of them still need to be improved on. So factors encouraging the growth of commerce in West Africa are development of modern means of communication. Communication is simply means to communicate with people, to talk, to reach people. So on phone, you are able to talk with people, you are able to speak. Even on Facebook, Instagram, various social media handles, you are able to reach people. On radio, which means compared to before, there is development in modern means of reaching people, of communicating, of sharing information, of passing messages. Another one is the role of advertising. Advertising has really developed in West Africa. We have various means of advertising. To advertise means to make public, to make known your product. Sell this. In fact, as I am teaching now, some persons can even pay, or some brand pay for advert on their product. You see, so in different angles, there are ways people are made aware. On Twitter, Instagram, you see influencers, they pay those guys to put something. You drop a music or a product, whether it's good or not, you pay them, they help you to hype it. This is the best, this is good, and the rest. On TV, on YouTube, on the road, on the market, using megaphone, you advertise your product. So advertising has really grown. And development of modern means of transportation. The air transportation has improved, water transportation has improved, land transportation has improved. Although most places in West Africa we still have bad roads, and these factors affect the growth of commerce. So this should be under factors affecting the growth of commerce. Although transportation is coming up, but it still needs to be improved because we have poor transportation in most areas in West Africa as at now. Development of modern technology in production. Yes, production used to be labor intensive, meaning you need more people to produce, or more human effort. But with the introduction of modern tech, machinery, tools, it is easier to produce. It is more than human effort. So this is a factor that affects or that encourage the growth of commerce. Emergence of specialization. Specialization simply means being expert in a particular area. So people are beginning to specialize in the production or exchange or a particular area to boost commerce. And development of insurance, which is security against loss. You own a building, a car, means of production, means of exchange, means of distribution. If anything happens to it, you may not have money to buy another one. So you therefore insure it so that once anything happens or a negative impact, people are there to share the losses with you. So insurance has helped to encourage the growth of commerce. Then development of financial institutions, bank, different financial institutions online, and so on. And development of warehousing, where goods are stored. If goods are not properly stored, they won't last long. And when they get spoiled, it will discourage more production, thereby affecting commerce. So the factors encouraging the growth of commerce in West Africa are development of modern means of communication, the role of advertising, development of modern means of transportation, development of modern technology in production, emergence of specialization, development of insurance, development of financial institutions, and development of warehousing. We have so many other factors. You just sit down and think, what is this that is helping commerce to improve? So you can think outside the box and get as many as you want. These are basically starting point. And factors discouraging the growth of commerce in West Africa, or factors affecting negatively. Let's go here, discourage. Are insufficient capital. Capital simply means tools and machineries needed in production. You know, we have four factors of production. We have land, labor, capital, and entrepreneur. Capital is the man-made factor, and they are the tools and machineries needed in production. Like the machines, the buildings, the structures, all those things, they are capital. So we have insufficient capital. In fact, capital, apart from tools and machinery, can also be referred to as cash, which is also insufficient. And we have low level of saving, low level of investment. Many investors are scared to invest in West Africa due to political instability. You can take political instability in three ways. One, change of regime. This government comes, maybe he's okay, another one comes, changes everything. You can take political instability to be violence, fighting, assassination. Or you can take political instability to be change in policy, Today this policy comes, tomorrow it is changed, next tomorrow another policy. So all these are political instability and they affect the growth of commerce in West Africa. Absence of well-developed markets, poor transport and communication system, and predominance of primary production. Primary production simply means extracting raw material from land, sea or other aspects. So fishing, lumbering, primary activities, and these things they are not further processed into finished goods. So we have many persons engaging in primary activities. So not a lot of people trying to change all these raw materials to finished goods, selling or distribution. You get? So this actually affects commercial activities, because if you have fish, you only eat fish, no people converting that fish to other products or other usable forms or to other things that we can do using fish, then it affects the growth of commerce. Ladies and gentlemen, factors affecting the growth of commerce in West Africa. That is basically it. If you find this class helpful, feel free to subscribe to this channel, tell other persons about Flash Tenant's YouTube channel, and don't fail to let me know how you feel using the comment box. Thank you.